So we're at the 2023 Tampa RV Super Show, and we are at our first beautiful RV we want to check out today. Right now, we're standing at the Keystone Booth here with General RV, is that correct?
Absolutely, General RV.
And I'm standing here with Sam, and he's going to tell us a little bit about some of these beautiful rigs we have here. Sam, pleasure to meet with you today.
Glad you're here. So we're here in the display. We're going to show you the brand new Arcadia 288 slbh, a little bit of the background about Arcadia. When the brand was started, it was more of a heavier fifth wheel, what we called a 3/4 ton. We had a few floor plans, but we know that young families like yourself might not need something that heavy or want to tow something lighter, gas mileage, aerodynamics, all of those things. So this year we've really concentrated on expanding what we call our super light lineup. So we're in front of our brand new 288 slbh, again, super light bunkhouse model. Some of the unique features on the outside we'll go over. So we've got an outside kitchen, but more importantly, you'll notice some of the details, like for example, the awning. Specifically on this model, it's going to go all the way over your outside kitchen. So many models have young families out there cooking, you're doing the bacon in the morning, you're all the way outside of the awning. So if rain comes or you're getting beat by the sun, you're out of the shade. Not in this floor plan, and we look at a lot of the details like that. So if you don't mind, we'll look at a couple other things on the outside kitchen. So on the outside kitchen, we talked about the awning. Again, we're under the awning, but the other thing we did here was we get a lot of people that tell us, hey, these griddles are great, but you'll notice here, I mean, it's up in your chest. It's not only the hamburger that's on you, but everything cooking with it. Right. So this has a unique shelf system. It actually allows you to actually lower the actual cooktop and griddle down into a more usable area.
Wow, yeah.
So it's a nice feature. We've had, again, this is all based on customer feedback, and that's what we really like to listen to. A little bit of my background, I've been with Keystone for quite a long time, but I originally was working with the Montana team for several years, and they've asked me to help work on the Arcadia product, and that's one thing that's made Montana so popular, is listen to the customers, follow them on social media, and people like yourself that give us exposure on the product. We just get better and better every time we listen to the customer, and this is a reflection of that.
Okay.
So let's jump on the inside. Let's talk about a few things in there. In this floor plan, some of the key features, you'll walk in, you'll see right away to your left-hand side, there's shoe storage. So a lot of customers have told us, where do we throw our shoes, especially in something like this where it's short. We've got the kids, we've got the adult shoes. So we've really concentrated again on functionality. So there's a shoe storage area right at the entrance. Then above that, this being a shorter coach, there's a unique utensil drawer that you'll see. So you pull it out, it has one of those drawers in a drawer, has flexibility, you can pull out the dividers, maybe you don't want it for utensils. So again, we're looking at a lot of those key things whenever we look at functionality.
Nice.
The coat bench. So many people, you look at new construction, have in their mud rooms, or they have the kid cubbies and stuff like that. Now you have a place at the entrance, sit down, put your shoes on, hang your coats, got a little bit of storage above. It's a nice place to hide the converter. Again, something that's being very, very popular residential, but also functional. We brought into the RV side of it.
Very nice.
This floor plan, all of our super lights are standard with a booth dinette, but again, we actually use the Dream dinette, which you don't have any posts, but it's a single lift the cushions. I'll demonstrate it here real quick. It is actually gas strutted, so now you're not having to fight any posts or anything, but it actually slides down, and then you can make this into a full bed.
Very nice.
I like that.
That's nice. And he's fair the old way, man, trying to get that thing back into the slot.
I used to sleep in the dinette. You know how hard it was to put that thing back in together every day?
Absolutely. And there's storage underneath. We've given you the full drawers, so you can utilize that from either the end or from the top.
Very nice.
One of the highlights here, you're looking for your pantry, right? All the ladies need a pantry. So there's no pantry. Well, voila, right? So you've got your full hidden pantry area.
I want it.
Which allows you to not only put a lot of pantry stuff or hide your husband whenever you want to put him in the doghouse, right?
Room, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it gives you that flexible storage where you can put brooms, normally sweepers, maybe you have a Dyson, things of that nature. You can't put into a cupboard. You can actually put it into this unit here.
That was smart. Very, very smart.
Again, our whole goal is, yeah, we could build a 43 footer and give you, but we're trying to get it as small as we can, as light as we can.
Right.
And then you've got your Kid Romper Room here. So we've got a nice pocket door that's going to actually be able to give you full privacy, not just a curtain, but get Both oversized bunks here, air conditioning, it's well lit. We've supplied you with a lot of windows so it doesn't feel claustrophobic. Storage, and then again, it's a great area for the kids. USB ports by each bunk, got your TV hookup. It's everything you need for a Kid Romper Room. The other thing we've really done is, and I know that you guys are campers, is solar has become so important. So you're gonna find on all of our 2023s, not only are we doing 12 volt refrigerators right here, so that's a full 12 volt refrigerator. You've got your 200 watt solar panel system that is standard on all of our Arcadias. You can take that all the way to 600 watts. But new for 2023, our relationship with battleborn batteries. All of our units are coming with an optionally installed 2 100 amp hour heated battleborn lithium batteries.
Right from the start.
That says a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, and the nice part is usually when you're in the buying process, the customer goes, they make the big jump to buy a new RV, and then they start thinking about lithium batteries, and they're like, wow, I just don't want to spend that extra money. Now they're in the coach, they're in the payment. And one of the main reasons we've done it, and Keystone's really, made a decision to do, is we're ultimately trying to make the camping experience better.
Right.
I mean, we don't want you to have to fight and on the weekends and be like, I don't want to camp again. That was such a hassle. This is going to allow you to get ready and go camping immediately. The batteries are going to be charged by the solar. If you do take them all the way down, they're nothing like a lead acid where it kills the battery.
Right.
It doesn't hurt them. So you know all the pitches on that, but it's been great for us. The combination of the solar, 12 volt refrigerators, and the battleborn batteries, it's been a great year for us. So you're little right at 8,600 pounds. Okay. So again, this is going to borderline that light duty truck. It's going to be more of that 3/4 if you really don't want to push your truck.
Right.
But there are going to be customers that are going to pull this on short trips on the weekends with the light duty trucks.
And if you're heading out, maybe going through the mountains, stuff like that, you might want to go with a 3/4 ton or higher.
Absolutely.
Along those lines. Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So we'll go up and we'll see the bedroom and the bathroom.
Sounds good.
So we're in the bedroom of this 288 slbh. On all of our Superlight floor plans, everyone is built with a wardrobe slide. So we'll show you some of the storage in that area. You've got all of your large storage with your coat rot, and you've got your his and her or the dual drawers to give storage. Most floor plans that this is going to compete with in length and weight, all you're going to find is that itty bitty wardrobe sunk in this wall.
Right.
And so you've got this area here for storage, and you've got this here. One thing that is unique in Arcadia, if you go out to the front of the unit on the exterior, we have a tip forward cap. So what that does is it allows us to give you storage in a bed that's actually over the hitch pin, but doesn't add overall length to the unit. So that is unique to it, and a lot of people don't really understand why that cap is formed that way, because we wanted that benefit to the customer. We want to give you length. Square footage is how you buy a house, right? Right. Give you more square footage per dollar, and that's what you get with that tilted front cap. Other things that we do, we have a great relationship with Serta mattresses. So we use an actual 7-inch thick foam, memory foam mattress. And it's Serta brand. It's not a Forest brand or a different name that you've never heard of. We leverage it with our relationship with Serta. And you always have your storage underneath. So you can put all your knickknacks, whatever you need there, and great storage.
Beautiful. Now, with this front cap being the way it is this short bed towable?
So it is short bed towable. So we actually have a better degree than most because we actually have what we call a space saver frame. So if we were able to rip all of this off and show you just the frame, we have a unique frame that no one else uses, where actually you would see in the nose, it actually V's off the main beam. And it was actually patented by the company. It was previously known as Max Turn. That allows us to give you almost a 90 turn without a slider hitch. But I will tell you this, customers always ask me, do I want a slider hitch? Usually it's a dealership trying to save you money versus a dealership that's telling you get a slider hitch. I still always recommend a slider hitch. Why? I want you, the customer, or a customer happy. You're gonna pull off that exit that's wrong. You're gonna go to the gas station that you can't get out of. And rather than having to unhook and hook because you actually don't have a slider hitch, invest in that slider hitch. That way you can slide it back, go over 90 degrees, get the heck out of there, and then you not have to unhook and hook. So I always recommend, if you can still afford it, buy a slider hitch. Okay, so in the bathroom of all of our super lights, it's your traditional side aisle bathroom, but we always have a linen closet, we always have a large shower, full glass door, porcelain foot flush toilet, and then a large sink area with a medicine cabinet. Is there anything technically what you would say unique? No, but one of the nice things we always do, and this is based on customer feedback, now that we've all went to the tankless water heaters, we always put that control as close as we can to the shower. Because there's nothing worse than being fully undressed, ready to take a shower, and you forgot to throw the water heater switches. So you'll always find that on the Arcadia, that full control is always right next to the shower. So on our holding tanks, we're 34, 60, and 54. So those will be your 30 is your black tank, 60 is going to be your gray, and 54 is going to be your freshwater tank.
Pretty good size.
But with all of our plumbing, one thing is also unique to Arcadia is we actually do an all-in-one utility center. So we've seen a lot of abbreviations of how people take their utility into their main compartment, but then as you're hooking and unhooking your water hoses, which always spray all over the place, you're getting all your belongings wet, you're having to wipe out your trough area or anything of that nature. This isolates that. It lets you bring all of your utilities in, lets you lock the door, and you don't have to worry about people getting in and out of it.
Oh, wow.
We use the Nautilus system, which gives you a great valve layout of what to put what valve where to get the water to go in what direction, but also allows us to do special things like we leverage our Key TV. Do you know much about Key TV?
Not at all, actually.
So Key TV was engineered by Keystone. It's an exclusive. So one of the things we've always struggled with campers, and campers have struggled with, is we always put that coax splitter somewhere in your camper, right? We put it up in the wall or anything like that and causes you problems. It gets loose or rattles. We've eliminated all of that. When we went to Key TV at Keystone RV, those are all home run lines, meaning you have a single piece of coax from that all the way to the TV location.
Wow.
In conjunction with that, it has a built-in smart technology which actually turns the booster on and off, determined whether you're not plugged in or are plugged into cable TV. So no longer do you have to look for that little push button where you have the booster on or off and it messes other things up. So that's a neat function of it.
Yeah.
And then if you were to pull this off and you did have a problem, every one of those coax are color-coded.
Oh.
So when we introduced it, you know, there was black coax and blue coax. We had to wait for the manufacturers to make purple, orange, green. And so if we pulled this off, you're going to find every color or every home run line is a different color for serviceability of it. Other thing we've done in the past year, so a lot of people, if you want to run a satellite dish on the top of your roof, no drills, no problems. We actually run a coax up to the base of your antenna, and if you want to add a satellite dish, all you have to do is just add the dish. The coax is already there. Then you actually take this and you plug it in the satellite and you're ready to go.
No more drilling in your roof.
So,
Yep, no more pulling your walls apart. We all don't want to do that if we don't have to, right?
Always makes you nervous.
Yep. So this lets us give you some of the cleanest pass-through compartment in the industry. What we like to call this is as automotive trunk storage as you can get. Carpeted, completely unobstructed, clear through, uniform, that's what we like. And it also has your lights on each side. Whenever the unit's plugged in, you can utilize that. And you've always got your magnetic connection, always have your slam latch doors.
Love the slam latch.
And a lot of people do ask us, why do you then put these brackets here? If a customer has always liked their doors strutted, you can actually put your struts on and you're not buying a new door, you're not screwing into your door, you can add the struts. So we're leaving those on at this point, trying to get customer feedback. Do they see value in that or does no one utilize it? So we're kind of doing a little bit of a test market on leaving those on the door.
I'll tell you what, any options to give me options to customize on my own, I like that. So keeper for me, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And this, I'm assuming, is the 30-pound propane?
Yep, dual 30s, one on each side, giving you that even weight distribution. And it's a great compartment, one there and on the other side. And also here, a lot of people miss this. So we talked about solar inside, but what about the people that, you know, had a small pop-up and had a portable panel and now it's sitting in their garage, they can't use it? We give them a pre-hooked up so they can run a portable panel, solar, and take that right in and it goes through the entire system.
Very nice.
So no longer do they have to have a panel that's unutilized because they don't know where to plug it in. We've got it all ready for them.
Now the propane compartment, can this fit up to a 40-pound propane tank or is it 30 only?
It can fit up to a 40.
Perfect.
One other thing I want to touch on, a lot of people miss this, but this is your full explanation of how to control your leveling. We forget that from time to time. But one of the big improvements that Lippard has done on their leveling is you can now use it with a phone app. So if you don't want to put all these other apps on, if you go down and check the QR code. It takes you directly to the app, and now you can control all of your leveling from your app of your phone, which is going to allow you to be up in this area. If you're watching your truck and your actual hitch, you can do it from your phone. So that's a great feature. And that gives you all of your codes and your passwords to be able to do it. We put that, and it's different in every unit. That's why you have to look for that sticker.
Very nice. So I wanted to ask you what the pin weight is on this trailer.
So this bunk model is 1850 the way it sets with 2 ACs. Now, a little bit of that weight can be taken off if you don't buy it technically with the lithium batteries and with the second AC. You can lighten that up a little bit, but this one, as it sets here, is 1850. But while we're talking about pin weight, let me tell you a little bit about the hitch and what's unique about that. Okay. We've been using the Kurt ARV hitch since we started Arcadia. What is ARV? We've all had the Rotoflex pin at the front area. We know the benefits of that, softening the chucking, less vibration, stuff of that nature. But when we started this brand, Kurt had a unique hitch. The ARV is anti-road vibration system. So that same type of rubber membrane is on each one of those bolts. And it's actually in there, and it acts as a, a gusset or whatever you want to say, but it stops the road vibration from going up now through the bolts. Unless you have an ARV hitch, you do not have that feature. And everyone that's pulled an Arcadia tells that is just the cream on top of the crop or the dessert. When you have the Rotoflex, that in conjunction is just double elimination of road vibration.
And that's directly on from manufacturer, correct?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of hitches out there that don't tell you, but they will violate your manufacturer warranty, so check into it.
You did a very good point in telling customers is the one thing when you buy a new RV, there's all kinds of aftermarket hitches. Mm-hmm. I always tell customers, if you're in love with the hitch, make sure you call the manufacturer of the frame to make sure that that hitch being placed on your unit doesn't void your warranty.
Good point.
So you always want to check those things.
Well, Sam, listen, I appreciate you taking the time to show us these beautiful RVs today. We are once again at the Tampa RV Super Show, and from my understanding, you're going to be here all the way until the 22nd. Is that correct?
Yep. So we'll have factory reps in our entire display. Thank you for this opportunity to educate the customers, and we usually find out when people do their homework, and they usually end up in an Arcadia.
Well, I will tell you that we are very impressed. It's something we're considering ourselves. So once again, thank you so much. Yep.